I'm 73 years old, and I'm about to tell you something that might upset you. Everything you think you know about security is wrong. I believed it too, and it left me sleeping in my car at 73, wondering how 43 years of doing everything right led to this moment. The biggest lie you're telling yourself is that doing everything right guarantees anything at all. I spent 43 years climbing the ladder. Regional operations manager, corner office, six-figure salary, married, 2 kids, house in the suburbs, retirement account growing. Everyone called me responsible, reliable, the guy who had it figured out. Today I'm living in a 2014 Honda Accord, not because I failed, because I believed I had time. You don't think of yourself as someone who's wasting time. Neither did I. Most people think security comes from doing what you're supposed to do. Get the job, make the payments, follow the plan, check the boxes. We tell ourselves that if we just keep working, keep providing, keep being responsible, everything will work out. It won't. The system you think is protecting you is actually a countdown timer, and most of you are running out of time without even knowing it. You think you'll slow down later. You won't. The goalposts will move. You think you'll spend time with your family when things calm down. They won't calm down. You think you'll plan for retirement when you have more clarity about your situation. You'll never have clarity. Everyone lives like they have unlimited tomorrows. Everyone believes later is guaranteed. Everyone thinks they're being smart by postponing the hard conversations, the uncomfortable decisions, the life they actually want to live. Everyone is wrong. I know because I was everyone. 3 years ago, I had a heart attack in my office on a Tuesday afternoon. Not a major one. Just enough to land me in the hospital for 4 days. Just enough to make me think about mortality for the first time in decades. I realized something while staring at that hospital ceiling. I had been living on autopilot for 20 years. I wasn't really living. I was checking boxes. I was managing my life like a project, always focused on the next milestone, the next quarter, the next promotion. I had been so busy being responsible that I forgot to be present. When I got home, I tried to talk to my wife about slowing down, about maybe taking that trip we'd talked about for 15 years. She looked at me like I was speaking a foreign language. 20 years of "not now, honey" had taught her to stop asking. I tried to talk to my kids about visiting more often, about maybe having those deeper conversations we'd always avoided. They were polite, distant. 20 years of "I'm working" had taught them I wasn't really available. I tried to talk to my financial advisor about early retirement. The numbers weren't there. 20 years of "I'll catch up next year" had left me behind. I had spent 2 decades postponing my life, thinking I was being responsible. I was gambling, and I was losing. The company restructured 18 months later. Budget cuts. My position was eliminated. At 71, I discovered that 43 years of loyalty meant exactly nothing. The market had moved. My skills hadn't. My age was a liability, not an asset. My severance lasted 6 months. My savings lasted another 8. My pride prevented me from asking my children for help. My wife had already asked for a separation. The house went into foreclosure. Then came the night I handed over my house keys to the bank representative. That was the moment I realized there was no version of my life where this fixed itself. No amount of hoping, planning, or working harder could undo 20 years of postponement. After this, there was no going back. I could have swallowed my pride earlier. I could have downsized decades ago. I could have built real relationships instead of just maintaining them. I could have saved more, planned better, paid attention sooner. I didn't. The car became my home, because I had spent my entire life preparing for a future that never came while missing the present that was slipping away. My regrets aren't about what I did wrong. They're about what I never did at all. I never had that conversation with my father before he died because I assumed there would be time. That's the same assumption you're making about your parents right now. I never took my wife dancing like she asked because work was always urgent. That's the same urgency you're using to avoid the people who matter most. I never coached my son's baseball team because I was always traveling because I thought providing was the same as being present. That's the same mistake you're making with your children right now. I never told my daughter I was proud of her because I assumed she knew. That's the same assumption you're making about everyone you love. I was emotionally absent from my own life, thinking I was securing everyone else's future. Being busy is the most socially acceptable way to be absent. The irony is brutal. I sacrificed presence for security and ended up with neither. You're doing exactly what I did. You're telling yourself that after the next promotion, the next milestone, the next crisis, you'll slow down and focus on what matters. You're postponing conversations because they're uncomfortable. You're avoiding planning because it's overwhelming. You think you're being responsible. You're being reckless. You think you have time. You don't. If you keep living exactly the way you are right now, I can tell you how this ends. You won't feel dramatic regret. You'll feel quiet confusion. You'll wake up one day wondering how life slipped past you without anything technically going wrong. Your relationships will feel polite but distant. Your achievements will feel hollow. Your time will feel stolen, but you won't remember who took it. The clock doesn't care about your timeline. Your family won't wait forever for you to be ready. Your health won't pause for your career goals. Your children won't stay children until you're available. Life happens on life's schedule, not yours. Living in this car taught me what 43 years in an office couldn't. What matters is embarrassingly simple. Time with people you love, conversations that matter, experiences that connect you to something larger than your job title. Presence over possessions, being overdoing, now over someday. The rest is just noise. I see you at red lights, stressed about deadlines. I see you in parking lots, taking work calls while your family waits. I see you at coffee shops, typing emails while life passes by the window. You look exactly like I did, busy, important, behind. If you died tomorrow, would you be satisfied with how you've lived? Not what you've accomplished, how you've lived. Would the people you love feel like they truly knew you? Would they feel like you were present for the moments that mattered? Would they remember you for who you were, or just what you did? If that question makes you uncomfortable, you already know the answer. Here's what I wish someone had told me at your age. There is no perfect time to start living. There is no deadline you can meet that will finally give you permission to be present. Life will always be messy. Work will always be demanding. There will always be another crisis, another goal, another reason to postpone what matters. The perfect time will never come. Start now. Not next month, not after the promotion, not when things slow down. Now, have the hard conversation. Make the uncomfortable decision. Take the trip. Quit the job that's killing you. Forgive the person you're avoiding. Call your parents. Hug your children. Tell your partner you love them and mean it. Stop managing your life and start living it. You don't lose your life all at once. You give it away quietly. Everything you're postponing is getting harder, not easier. Every conversation you're avoiding is getting more necessary. Every day you spend being too busy for what matters is a day you'll never get back. Every year you delay presence, it becomes less familiar. Every year you postpone these conversations, they get heavier. One day you won't be choosing anymore, the choice will already have been made. Before this video ends, open your phone and text one person you've been postponing. Just write, "I've been meaning to call. Can we talk this week?" Send it before you scroll to the next video. 73 years old. I have maybe 10 good years left if I'm lucky. I spent 50 years preparing for a life I never lived. I can't get those years back. I can't undo the postponements. I can't rebuild the relationships I neglected. But you can. You still have time. You still have chances. You still have opportunities to choose presence over productivity, connection over achievement, being over doing. But only if you stop waiting. The car stripped away every illusion I had about security, success, and what matters. It taught me that titles don't protect you. Money doesn't save you. Busyness doesn't fulfill you. Only presence does. Only connection does. Only living does. You can learn this now while you still have options. Or you can learn it later when you don't. Either way, the lesson is the same. The timing is the only difference. Later isn't neutral. Later is a decision. Don't waste yours.